Since the time of the first human civilization, some people have ruled and others have been ruled. But those who were being ruled wanted a say in how they were governed.
उन्होंने आका ने आना साढ़े को आना चाहिए ना तो साढ़े को पूछने पे क्या तुम तकलीफ है कोई रोड चाहिए कोई बिजली चाहिए कोई गैस चाहिए कोई चीज़ तो ज़रूरियत बंदा दसना वो चीज़ है आई नहीं वो आने ही नहीं
मसला इस तरह के मेरे बेटे नो कोई कारोबारी नहीं है और मैं भी गरीब बंदा वहाँ कोई इमदाद चाहिए खुदा से बगैर कोई आसरा भी नहीं है इन्हें बच्चे ही दास
मालूमात तो हम यही दे सकते हैं कि आए हमारे बातें हमसे सुने कुछ हम उनसे सुने हमारे कोई काम हो जाए
हम हुकूमत ऐसी है ना जी जमहूरी हुकूमत है ना साढ़े कोई वसाइल पूरे करा है
It was to bridge this gap that democracy came in. And the embodiment of democracy is the parliament. Pakistan has had a turbulent democratic past, but now the country seems to be firmly on its way to a permanent democracy. And so we can concentrate on consolidating our governing bodies. In the recent past, the Parliament of Pakistan realized the need for technical assistance, something all organizations need on a regular basis, which was where the Strengthening Democracy through Parliamentary Development, or SDPD, came in. The Pakistani Parliament invited the United Nations Development Programme and the Inter-Parliamentary Union to identify what could be done to help the Parliament become more effective. SDPD started work in December 2006.
My name is Marvi Sarmad and I have been a rights campaigner for a long time. Today, I'm going to take you on a journey that has been incredibly interesting for me. For all these years, our advocacy campaigns have not been taking us anywhere. And that's something that has always bothered me. The answer to which I only realized when I joined this project. The reason was that we have not been approaching the people who actually make laws and oversee their implementation. I realized that it is important for the Parliament to work efficiently, but it is also important for the Parliament to open itself up to the people. And that is what SDPD is all about. Parliament has two houses, the Senate and the National Assembly. And these two houses perform the triangular function of legislation, representation of the constituents, and most importantly, oversight of the government. SDPD helps the Parliament in developing its capacities to perform this triangular function.
To build the capacity of Parliament, efficient secretariat support is essential.
And that is why SDPD put it as its first priority to not only assist the secretariats in improving their organizational structures, but also enhancing the capacities of their staff.
Today, in the National Assembly Secretariat 2009, you can find a good number of people who can explain to you in very good professional terms that what they are supposed to be doing here and how they are being used as a useful arm in support for the members of the Parliament.
So far, SDPD has provided 50 trainings. We have also developed procedural manual for the staff and a handbook for the members of the National Assembly. Later, we translated them into Urdu. And then, we developed human resource development policy for both the secretariats.
The project has been very successful and very instrumental in the capacity building of the staff of the Parliament and also members of the parliament. You see, the length of the project for 1 year or 2 years is very small. There are employees of the National Assembly and Senate which are about 2,000. And similarly, we have 342 National Assembly members, 100 Senate members. So for them, you have to arrange courses or training phase-wise. You can't do it in one go. So you require time for that, and phase-wise training has to be imparted to the staff. So I think the continuity in this project would be useful for the Parliament.
Many members of Parliament came from a background of local politics and needed training to be national legislators. This included improved legislative skills. A comprehensive orientation program for new parliamentarians was developed and launched. This was substantiated by the publication of policy guidelines, a series of documentaries, and documentation of past practices in legislation and procedures.
Especially the parliamentarians who are coming into these assemblies and the Senate for the first time, it has done them a lot of good. And I feel they are more confident now. Since the last couple of years, the budget has come under discussion in the Senate, and recommendations have been sent to the National Assembly. Now that is where the orientation program has done us good. The program should be linked with the inception of that parliament till the completion of its tenure. Now this is one thing which the program has to focus on.
It was the first time in the history of Parliament that pre-budget seminars were conducted with the parliamentarians, and those feedbacks through those training workshops added a lot in their role as a legislator during the budget sessions of the Parliament.
We are holding thematic sessions on core concepts like importance of democracy and different parliamentary systems of the world. This was the first time that parliamentarians were given orientations on policy issues. They discussed these issues with media and civil society. We tried to substantiate these sessions by developing guidelines on key policy areas.
So due to UNDP, this program, most of the parliamentarians are very happy, and they obtain knowledge, especially how they can perform better in standing committees, in full house, and especially